Hello, this is Craig from bitsbox.co.uk. It's that time of the month again, and the latest White Dwarf magazine is out. And this is April 2017. And on the front, we have the Caradron Overlords. And these are a new faction for Age of Sigmar, which I'm sure all of you are aware. So we'll be checking them out, and we'll be looking through a White Dwarf page by page. So it's a little bit talking about the Overlords, and we'll try and get in shot here. There we go. So you've probably seen this picture floating around on your net by now, a massive terrain piece by GW. Many hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth of terrain. But looks awesome. Very awesome. We're not going to dwell too much on the contents because we are going to look at every page. Anyway, so yeah, Planet Warhammer starts off talking about the Caradron Overlords, and there's a battle tome with no information, no release date, no price, nothing. And if you're watching this video hoping to see when these guys are out and how much things cost, I'm sorry to say you're going to be disappointed, because there's nothing about their release in here. There's plenty of stuff about the army, plenty of design notes, pictures and stuff, and we'll be seeing all that, but nothing about the actual release of them. So, and it says here, find out more on page 32. So, but what is coming out? We have some War Scroll cards. There's a little bit about them. Of course, the Blades of Khorne battle tome, which I'm very looking forward to getting. So they have cards, and also a book. It does mention the Caradron Overlords cards are available on the 8th of April, so I assume that's when the pre-orders will be up for their battle tome as well, and hopefully some of their miniatures. But yeah, it's weird that they don't give the information on the book, but they do on the cards. Shadow War Armageddon with a very cool terrain piece. This is essentially kind of like Necromunda. £90. Not bad actually, considering how much the terrain pieces are separate, and we'll look at them in a minute. Yeah, really looking forward to getting this. I'm certainly going to pick it up. Not too fussed about the miniatures, but for terrain and the rules especially. And some nice red templates. So there are 3 terrain pieces being sold separately. So we have the Alchemite Stack, which are these little bits here. The Galvanet Magnavent. £30 for these, £45 for that. And then lastly, the Ferrotonic Furnace, which is also £30. So probably best to buy the Shadow War box if you want all 3 of these. I'm certainly going to pick up a couple. We have some new little tools which are already available. £8 tweezers if you really want to. Don't get me wrong, their knives and saws are pretty cool though. Bit pricey, £18 each, but they are good quality. But yeah, cheap options are available. Talons of the Emperor, which is already out now. And then we've got a little bit from Forge World. And that shield is so cool. That's really cool. I do apologise if the picture looks a bit hazy. I don't know if that's just my screen or the lens or what. I've tried to make it look as good as possible, but hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. So we have Black Library, Magnus Red Primarch book. There's Dawn of War free novel as well coming out, very cool. Speaking of which, yeah, a little bit more about it in the video game bit. There's a little bit about Freeblade. I haven't played it for a while, but apparently you can turn your knight into a Chaos Knight, so that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll get back on the game sometime and pimp out my knight. We have readers' letters. So Temporal Distort, looking at one of the old White Dwarfs. This is a very old one, issue 196. So that's from 1996, a very old Space Hulk game. It's very cool looking back at all these old ones, seeing just how much the game has changed and everything. Just the styles of painting as well. and of course the miniatures. Very cool. We have Golden Demon next. Very, very awesome Slayer Sword winner there. The base is just fantastic on that. So it says they're micro beads on tiny strips of plastic. So very fiddly work there, but the result is well worth it. Really love this Chaos Sorcerer as well. It's beautifully painted, as everything you'd expect in Golden Demon. Everything's just been painted beautifully. But very nice. So we do have some info on the Caradron Overlords. There is plenty about them in here. We've got 3 different ships. Whether they're all going to be separate boxes, that could be quite possible. They seem quite different in size. We also have a nice fold out part, and I do apologise. They still look like we're... bear with me a little bit. I don't know if that's any better. This is a very sort of hazy picture anyway, the very worst one to look at. But very cool. And I really like them. I know there's mixed opinion floating around over these guys, but I really like them. I'm certainly interested in starting a little army up of them. I do, some of these sort of flying guys are a bit strange, I suppose, but I know I quite like that sort of wacky nature about them. And it looks like the flying stems are actually different to what we're used to on a lot of these. So that's going to be quite interesting. Then we've got some character models as well. Different types of guilds. I'm looking forward to seeing lots of different ideas for colour schemes in their book. And just a little bit about the flying ships. So we have some design sketches, all loads of different weapons, skyhooks, and there's rifles, volley guns, spikes, cannons. Quite a nice variety of weapons actually. So yeah, plenty to learn the rules for. So yeah, there's loads about them in here. We have just showing off the start collecting boxes now. I'm not sure that they're going to get a start collecting box, but it would be nice. But there are books in here along with a Blade of Corn, but no start collecting. So we'll see. There's a little mini game, just playing hero on hero combat using cards. It's nice that they do add these little pieces. I'm just going to get a center. So you know, if you just want a quick game or something, it's quite nice. So illuminations are looking at enemies of the Imperium. So lots of duels and battles between the Imperium and Xenos races. I do apologise for a big glare. I'll try and hold this side up. Some chaos in there as well. Just a little bit more about Black Library. So we have a battle report using the Caradron Overlords versus Flesh Eater Courts. So as always, I won't go into looking at too much detail because we don't want to give away who won. It's going to be interesting to look and read through, see what some of the rules are like. So yeah, if you want to know more about this army, certainly worth reading the battle report. Some of the terrain's really cool as well in this. Oh, a big pit of like just corpses. That's very, very gory and awesome. That's really nice actually. They've done some really good, cool sort of flesh eater style terrain in here. That's really nice. Okay, and there's another battle report. Again, this image has been floating around with this massive vertical piece of terrain. Even if I could afford to build it, I don't know where I'd put it. It's just crazy. So it's using kill teams, and I'm not sure if it uses the Shadow War Armageddon. I assume it does. It's a game I'm quite looking forward to playing. So really cool. They have to sort of show off different facings of the board and that, but that's just awesome, isn't it? Absolutely awesome. Yeah, you head on down to Warhammer World if you want to see it in person. It's something else. So anyway, we have some new rules for Shadow War Armageddon. Got Skitarii. I'm quite interested in doing a little Skitarii force for them. Obviously, the points seem very different, like 150 points just for a Ranger Alpha and 80 points for a normal Skitarii, so a whole new different sort of point system for the game. As you can see, it has all the weapons as well. So yeah, I'm very interested. The Skitarii team consists of 3 to 10 models and can include up to 3 specialists, so again, you can just sort of have them very small. You haven't got to just have all just like from a Ranger squad, which is quite nice. Your specialists can actually include other stuff, which we'll see in a minute. There's all the armory here as well. But yeah, you get your special operatives. You can have a Tech Priest, Rust Auger, and Infiltrator. And then there's Gene Sealer cults as well. So I'm not sure if these rules will actually be in the book that comes with the game. I assume not. And so these are in addition to them, so sort of expand the forces even more. But that's very cool. I hope we'll see more rules for different factions and different squads within factions for that game. We'll also have some new rules for the Hobbit. Some rules for fighting in Lake Town. I still really want to get the Lake Town scenery set just to use in Age of Sigmar because it's really nice. But if you buy lots of them, you can have a map like this. So, and you know, you can just buy Smorg as well. Why not? So we have Spike magazine. Obviously all about Blood Bowl. A little bit about there. Tale of Four Warlords. These are the start collecting boxes painted up. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing more of these. Is there not an Eldar one as well? Yeah. And the Eldar scheme's very nice. So of course next month they'll be expanding their armies as well. So yeah, I really enjoy following the Tale of Four Warlords and just seeing how the guys build up their armies. So one of my favourite sections, Bland Jitsu, has a really cool warband in, as they always do. If you're actually a fan of Bland Jitsu, like I am, or even if you have some interest in it, I am going to do a little series very soon about Bland Jitsu. All about converting sort of what box sets and bits are cool. And I'm going to do some painting tutorials how to sort of paint up this really sort of grimdark sort of style, because it's really awesome and very unique. So look out for that on the channel very soon, hopefully. If you follow us on Instagram and that, you'll see that I've already started building some stuff for my warband. But yeah, I really like sort of a grimy sort of style. And just you can really just let your imagination run wild when it comes to Bland Jitsu and build your little warbands just to have anything. So yeah, really cool. Certainly makes a good break from just painting the same old army and stuff as well. So we have an army showcase of some orange and black Dark Eldar, which is actually a scheme that seems to work quite well for them. I quite like the look of this army. I really like how they've used the green accents as well. They're very cool, and Dark Eldar are not an army that have ever really appealed to me much, but some people do just make some beautiful paint jobs on them. So, Realm of Battle, Sector Mechanicus. So this is all about building and terrain, using some of the new terrain pieces. So a little assembly guide. So of course there's so much you can do with different variations you can do with these sets. That's why I want to pick up at least 2 or 3 just to really let my imagination run wild, and you can just do whatever you want. And of course you can use some of the older sets and the pipes and stuff as well, so I have to pick up some of them to go along with it. And then there's different ways of painting them. I really quite like the rust and corrosion way. Probably the easiest to do out of all of them as well. But the yellow looks really nice. So lots of ideas if you want to get some of them to build and paint yourself. And we also have Paint Splatter, looking at the Caradron Overlords as well. So there's a couple of different colour schemes as well. Really cool. We have Parade Ground, looking at monsters. I really like the Stormcast style sort of steam paint, that's pretty cool. So yeah, some really, really awesome paint jobs as always. We have the readers models. Again, always fantastic miniatures that have been sent in. I don't know how many GW get sent into them, but they certainly pick ones of the highest quality. And a little bit about in the bunker, so this is all the stuff that White Dwarf team have been getting up to. And then there's one of the White Dwarf team's LIBRAR, which is absolutely stunning. Still, always my favourite model, LIBRAR. She is just an incredible miniature, and you know, there's so many people have painted her up, just really amazing. And they all look different card schemes and stuff. And yeah, another fantastic LIBRAR model to show off. So next month, it says a time to celebrate. There's new rules, illumination, Blandjitsu, Paint Splatter, Tale of Warlords, Battle Report, Golden Demon, and much, much more. So not giving anything away there. So yeah, very interesting. So, that was April 2017. I just want to quickly check something before I just do my outro. So, yeah, as I was just then going over the next month thing, I just want to bring out last month's White Dwarf. Golden Demon, Paint Splatter, and Adeptus Titanicus. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did we not see any Adeptus Titanicus in there? I don't recall seeing any. So, yeah, what gives? Maybe we shouldn't look at the next month thing in too much detail, because they seem to be lying, unless I've just completely missed it. But yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, I just thought I'd quickly double check that. If I've just like really glanced past it very quickly, then I apologise. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. So, yeah, there's nothing like that here. We have a time to celebrate. I don't know what that'll be. Maybe that'll be Adeptus Titanicus. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry it's not the most interesting of White Dwarf videos this month. But I hope you've enjoyed just looking through it with me anyway. Of course, you can always like, subscribe, Patreon, etc. Everything's down below. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching, if you have made it this far, and I will see you all again in the next video.